Hey guys, this is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky. And today we're going to do a review of a class that I just recently took. I made it a point to review as many things as possible, be they seminars, tournaments, or classes. And that includes classes in defensive tactics and jiu-jitsu, and also in shooting, which I consider a part of the greater picture of self-defense. It's June 6th and 2014, and last weekend I took a class from Ironsight Defense in London, Kentucky, with the owner of which is Rodney Van Zandt. The class was called Close Quarters Battle, and it used the round count was about 500 rifle rounds, 200 to 300 pistol rounds. It was a one-day class. It cost $150. It was from 8 o'clock in the morning until roughly 7 o'clock at night we were on the range, with the exception of an hour break. So it was really packed in there with information, with a lot of activity. So we had, I think there were about 15 people. There were three instructors, Rodney, and had two assistant instructors that were excellent. The safety was the key thing that was stressed from the beginning. So safety, we had a safety brief. We did the standard introductions and background. Most people in there were trained in some capacity, be it civilian, law enforcement, military. There were some who had no training other than some rudimentary rifle skills and pistol skills. So it was a pretty wide variety. I think the class said that it catered to the advanced to beginner to intermediate and advanced. So basically you needed to know how to operate your rifle and your pistol. Some of the people had never really shot on the move before, some had. So we started out with some things about zeroing the rifle, about the offset that you're going to encounter with a rifle that's zeroed at 50 or 100 yards when you shoot close quarters, because there is a difference between where you're aiming, the point of aim, and we talked a little bit about the ballistics of that and how to hit your target in close range and not miss because of the offset of the optic and the barrel. But basically, we started out with that. We moved into some basic rifle work, hitting in incapacitation zones, shooting to either the head, so the brain, the heart area, or the pelvic girdle if possible. So those were our three target zones that were emphasized. We did pistol transitions. We did some movement, so shoot, move, and communicate. So bounding overwatch was done. We did some drills in and around a vehicle. We didn't shoot through the vehicle. We used the vehicle as a role-playing exercise. So you're in your vehicle, you have to exit your vehicle. You're in your vehicle, your friend is engaging some targets outside. You have to go, you have to recover your rifle from wherever you carry it in your vehicle. If it's in the trunk, you get to get it out of the trunk. If you normally carry a rifle in your back seat, then it's in your back seat. Then we did solo, we did partner drills on that one, and then we did one with essentially a non-combatant. So somebody that you're with, maybe a family member. There was a role player who was an instructor who's playing essentially someone you were protecting and trying to get to cover. So my overall thoughts were this: there is a lot of information in this class. And Rodney said that this class is not designed to make you know everything immediately. You're not supposed to be perfect at everything. What this is supposed to do is to give you the information so that you can go home and practice it. Okay? No seminar, no jiu-jitsu seminar I've been to or class has ever said that they are going to make you perfect at what you do. If you take a weightlifting seminar, if you take a jiu-jitsu seminar, or shooting seminar, if you don't practice those skills, they go away. Okay? If you don't write down and remember the points of information, you're going to forget them. Okay, so he encouraged us to take notes the entire time. Practice this stuff. Safety was emphasized. I didn't see any major safety violations that weren't corrected immediately. There were no injuries. Basically, all in all, it was a great class. It was exhausting because we were out there for so long. You can just tell Roddy's passion for the subjects that he's teaching. He comes from law enforcement background, so but we spent a lot of time on target discrimination. In a civilian or law enforcement capacity, you have to pick your shots carefully, and there's likely to be people in the immediate environment. So that was stressed over and over again. But I give this a double thumbs up. They teach a lot of classes, Ironsight Defense. I'll put the contact information up. They have a great website. You can register online for the classes, Kentucky Concealed Carry. So, and a really nice range facility that's actually getting better and better. It's being improved upon as we speak. So check these guys out. Ironsight Defense, London, Kentucky. This is Brian Jones for Valhalla Academy. Train hard, train smart, and train often. I'll see you next time.